Hello. How's everyone doing? So I wanted to talk today. Well, first off, my audio should be a million times better because the mic is literally right here. My levels look good. We're running at about a 6 out of 10 on my H6 recorder, just for the people who like to know those kind of facts. The setup's a little different. We're on a GorillaPod 50mm lens, a 1.8 50mm lens. We got a side light right here. We have a big light LED panel right over there, and I'll show you the lighting I'm using. We're just using one of these really cheap. You can buy these for like $30 on Amazon, and they just give off a nice light. They come with a yellow filter. They can be white or yellow. I'm gonna be blown out there, but I kind of have it on the side. I kind of like the orange tone to my skin, since I'm a little tan. It kind of gives a nice color, and then I kind of like the contrasting side of the white being all the way on that side. And we have that at full blast, kind of bouncing off the wall in front of me. I haven't uploaded a video on Monday or Thursday. Today I wanted to talk about YouTubers, and not a lot of people talk about them because they're not the morons of the world that seem to get the most views. Now, there's a lot of very famous, very popular YouTubers that I watch and I like. The Casey Neistats, the Peter McKinnons, even some PewDiePie stuff. That stuff is great. But then there's also the people who make a lot of mistakes and seem to get more and more followers from it. Now, that's not surprising considering the age range of the followers and things like that. But I wanted to kind of show off people that are not as popular and don't have as many followers. They still have a lot of followers compared to, someone starting off or my channel or anything like that. So if you're interested in the stuff that I'm interested in, which is filmmaking, which is technology, all those kind of things, these are the kind of YouTubers that you might be interested in watching too. They have some really cool channels, a lot of videos to go through, a lot of different things. So let's get started. So the first person I want to talk about is D for Darius. Now, he is someone that you probably have heard of. At the time of this video, which is January 13th, he has 229,000 followers. So again, this is a pretty big YouTuber, but he's not anywhere in the millions or the multi-millions of YouTubers. But I feel like he should be way more popular than he actually is. And he just likes to give tips. He's an interesting guy. He has a very unique style in the way that he films his videos, kind of combining old YouTube style and new YouTube style. So this is one of his latest videos that you could see here. Here's a cool little intro. D for Darius. I love the scrolling paper and all that stuff. So this is Darius Britt. I love his style. I think it's unique. Using a ring light, camera center of the ring light, him talking straight to camera, occasionally looking at notes, I'm assuming, and mic off, probably mic on camera or a boom mic right above him, or even below him. That would make a lot of sense. And he just talks about tips. This one's how to make money with brands on YouTube. He talks about the consistency that you need to create content all the time. You have to have attraction, as he puts it. That makes perfect sense. It's the reason why one of my resolutions for the new year was to create traction, to do more and more content for YouTube, so that way that the traction starts to build. People start to see you elevating your game and doing more things like that. As your channel grows, the opportunity to do branding and video content for companies, for brands, and you make money doing YouTube, doing something that hopefully, if you're making content on YouTube, it's something that you really love. I recommend this channel a million times. Again, it is D for Darius. Great tips, really unique style. Everything that he does is just outstanding, really high quality, and I would recommend him to anyone that wants to learn and create more content and do more things. It's definitely highly recommended. So the next channel I want to talk about is a channel called This Does Not Compute. His name is Colin, but what he does is a lot of tech reviews, a lot of conversations towards cameras, probably using window lighting to not only light up the background, but also light himself up, the left side of his face is lit kind of nicely. And the room is interesting enough to look at. Obviously, the wall painting in the background is really cool. So that's kind of what he does when he's in home. But what I want to show you, which I think is really cool, This Does Not Commute is what it's called. So it's a play off of his own channel. So this is him kind of commuting to work. You could see him as he's talking to camera, looking around. He continues to talk. The beauty is he has a GoPro, so it's nice and set up. It's a still shot. A lot of movement, which I think is very interesting, unique. I haven't seen a YouTuber do this. You obviously see it in like Modern Family, Carpool Karaoke, things like that, but they're always in front. The angle is interesting. I think the way that the cars pass by and all that stuff, that's incredibly interesting. If you look at down right here near his chest, you see that he has a lav mic, so the audio quality is going to be really high, really nice. So again, this is Colin. His channel is This Does Not Compute. He has, as of the time of this video, again, January 13th, 2018, he has 68,000 followers. This guy should definitely have more. I would recommend. He has a lot of content, a lot of videos to watch. Doesn't tell me how many videos he actually has in total. No, but as you can see, we can keep scrolling, and he just has, he has videos upon videos. He talks about Bitcoins. He talks about the NES, the mini NES. He talks about video games, the Switch. He'll talk about YouTube, ad problems, YouTube in general, high-res audio, reviews on things. I mean, it's a plethora of great stuff. It's something that I recommend you guys checking out. I think it's really cool content. He's incredibly knowledgeable, and I would recommend his channel to a lot of people. And I just want to say, this whole list that I'm making is not in order. These 5 YouTubers are not connected, as far as I know. They probably don't even know each other, but the content is really amazing, really good, really entertaining. I really recommend you checking their channel out and seeing what they do. If you're interested in this kind of content, again, this is the key. If you're interested in tech, in filmmaking, these are the kind of YouTubers that I love to watch. So let's continue. So the next channel I want to talk about is Griffin Hammond's channel. Now that name might sound familiar to some of you because he was an Indie Mogul guy. He was an executive producer for Indie Mogul. Indie Mogul was a massive channel. It's recently had a surge, a comeback. For a long time it was kind of just dead in the water. It didn't last very long. But if we look at Griffin's page, he is a huge shooter of Panasonic GH5. He makes some really beautiful content. He also has, at the time of this video, he has 70,000 followers. I think he should have way more, and I think he's obviously working towards that. And you could see, I mean, he has very specifically in his channel Panasonic GH5 content. He talks about it. He is an ambassador, a brand ambassador for Panasonic for the GH5. He creates a lot of content with that piece of tech, that camera. But now, Griffin has evolved and has made other things. He made a film about Sriracha the movie, which you can actually see, and you can click right here, right onto his channel. If we go to his videos, he has a podcast with a friend called Nick Boldermer, who's also a shooter. So as you can see, these guys do a podcast. It's called Hey Indie Filmmakers. It's an amazing podcast. Great for people who are starting, great for people who've been in the industry for a while like myself. And I would even say it's entertaining content for an old school shooter who wants to learn a little bit more of the newer things that are happening. Someone who might shoot film all the time, who might be in huge productions, and might just be entertained by hearing 2 guys talk about, small drones or talk about where they find music and settings and things like that. I mean, it's interesting stuff for any type of filmmaker, any age of filmmaker. I definitely think people would find interest in it. It's definitely made for independent filmmakers, younger filmmakers, things like that. But they give off great information. And Griffin is in New York, Nick is in Las Vegas, and they do this show weekly. After the 8th episode, they take a week off, and then they continue with another 8-show run. They shoot it in a way where they're kind of talking towards each other, even though they're not even in the same state. It's a very interesting layout, the way that it works out. I would recommend this channel definitely. And I would recommend watching the podcast when you can, or listening at the very least. When you watch, you can actually see them. If they're talking about a drone like the DJI Spark, they actually will show you footage of stuff that Griffin has shot, along with when he's crashed it, which he has done multiple times at this point. So the video content is kind of unique in a way. He also does regular tutorials and things like that, but it's a very unique and almost heartfelt. It almost feels very close, like these two guys really like each other. They go way back, and it's just conversational. That's kind of an interesting way of handling and doing that. So again, these people are not connected, but I think these are great YouTubers on the rise, and you can learn a lot about filmmaking, a lot about camera techniques, a lot about technology. These are the kind of people that I love to watch. These are the people that are giving you informative kinds of videos and things like that. So I recommend you guys checking out these 3 channels to start off. I plan on doing more of these in the future, but I know this video will run a little longer, so I wanted to just start with the 3, and we'll go from there. But I have plenty of other YouTubers I'm interested, plenty of channels who I believe should have way more views and should be way more popular in what they're doing, but they're doing consistent work, so I'm sure they'll get there very quickly. So again, my name is Ruben Dario Vasquez. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And the links to these channels are down in the description bar, so you can come and check them out and watch the videos. If you have never heard of these people, even if you have, but have never checked out the channels, I recommend checking them out and viewing the content. It's really, really great content. Let me know how the audio quality was. I think the audio probably came out way better than it usually has. There's no mic at the distance over there. And I'm going to put up a picture of this really crappy setup, just so you guys see what I'm working with, and just so you guys know if you like the angles, if you like the lighting, all that stuff, you'll be able to see it. So again, please subscribe, please like everything, and I'm out.